Alright, Alright, man. Shalom to the Black of Israel, the so-called Hebrew Israelites, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, West Indians, Haitians, so-called Negroes. Gotta give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who do well, who teach well. And this is a sincere salutation for all the Akim and not pushing the truth, believing this truth across four corners of the earth. Lord, willingness be edifying as always, as Rawchaa always says. We're willing to be edified. And this is Prayer for Salvation coming at you with another lesson, just another redo of some lessons from GMS, Truth Orlando, as Rawchaa got from one of the elders of Yahawah. I think it's from actually GMS South Carolina who did this video, the sentient mind. Because I can't find them no more. They're not there, man. So we're just gonna go back into this. And we're gonna explain how America came to be, man. We all know how it came, but here's the proof, man. We're gonna break it down. So we're gonna start with this video, man.
To the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Yahawashi, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christus, not Yeshaya, it's Yahawashi. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone who will well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the out pushing this truth and believing this truth. Let the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the next. Shalom to the Aqua who are listening and learning. A few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another lesson, the truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another day of edification, Lord's willing. Let's be edifying. And this is the elder, Yahawah from South Carolina.
See, yeah.
Brought this video out.
South Carolina.
It's called Structural Discrimination, the Unequal Opportunity Race.
Get it on.
Really, another name for it, also generational wealth.
Yep.
Lord's willing to be edifying. So you see, they got Esau, Judah, Ephraim on the line, right? So you see, they still got Ephraim and Judah still there. This is showing you the gap of that generational wealth that Esau have, but the northern and southern kingdom doesn't have. You Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian, Haitians does not have generational wealth here in Babylon the Great and the countries around the world. You don't have it.
Nope.
Why? Because this is not your kingdom. This is not your rulership.
Nope. So while we, going through slavery, genocide, all that junk, they're making money. What disparities? So now look.
So you see, they showing you from 1492 to 1964.
64.
This one, you Negroes, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitians, you got a
break,
small break to start in what they call in the white man's
world, man. That's what they call it, man. But hold on. Let me see. What happened in 1963? Something happened. What happened in 1963? Yeah. So a year. Okay, remember I did that video about JFK with the covering Esau's hiding places. Where'd I just go? Where that? Yeah. Remember I did that thing about Esau's hiding places. So basically, all the way up to the assassination of John F. Kennedy, okay, which was in 1963, which was 59 years ago. That's whenever 1 year after that, we were able to start in this race, man. This is why I'm sitting in somebody else's dryer. Okay? Enough said.
You see, and this is for educational purposes only.
Tell you, the Lord bring me to these videos, man. Still being discriminated to this day.
Israelites talk. Pure hell here, man. A lot of stumbling blocks was placed before you.
Tell them, man. Y'all forgot about this, didn't y'all? That's what happened to us, man. We was trying to help each other out, man. So we can't do this with emotions, man. Just gotta learn why the Lord punished us, man. This is our hell, man. Look what happened to us, man. That's what happened to my brother, man. Went straight to prison, man. Many others I know too, man. It's always gonna be a separation here, man. No matter what. Till Shiloh come back, man. How about Yahawashi, man?
And it's still racial profiling to this day, man. There will always be a separation here until Shiloh comes.
So hold on, before we do that, so while they was building they little booby traps for us, so by the time we started racing, so 1492 to 1964, we was going through discrimination, poor schooling, unemployment, standardized tests, school and prison pipeline, racial profiling, slavery, broken treaties, genocide, manifest destiny, Chinese dissolution acts, segregation, Trail of Tears, and much more, man. This is why we don't have generational wealth, because we was dealing with that for the first 400 years, 300 years we've been here. And then when they say, "Oh, we finally free from slavery," well, look what they did, man. They set up a bunch of traps where it's gonna have a short lifespan, man. And they put most of us in ghettos, man. But that was the Lord, because why? He was hot with Israel. Let's go pull it up. That's why I like coming back and doing this, man, because you know what I mean? We can always add, you know? Ain't no reason to just do it one time, get rid of these videos, man. This is some good videos, man. You know what I mean? The elders did their due diligence, man, found this stuff before they erased it. Man, I'm really glad for these, man. So just gonna do that. Gonna pull that up on the screen. We're gonna understand, because that's what I'm saying. You don't want to do it with emotions, because he did this to us because we sinned against the Lord. Okay. And That's why you gotta do is not remove emotions. So Judges 2:14 says, "And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of the spoilers that spoiled them." Who's the spoilers? Look at them over there on that treadmill, man. See? He sold them into the hands of their enemies round about. See? So they can no longer stand before the enemies. He's sitting down, man. Judah sitting down. We sitting down, bro. We can't make it. We can't make it in that world, man. We just gonna eat crumbs off their table. That's why he said, "Why you building on everybody's house, man? Come build Israel, okay? Come build Judah and Ephraim back, man." Which is what? We spiritually build each other up because we are spiritual beings, man. We are not carnal beings. This is why we do not receive generational wealth like them. But you got to remember, when they had that generational wealth, we wasn't really just sitting at a finish line, man. They were killing, raping, and pillaging the land, man, and breaking treaties with the so-called Western Indians, man, when they came over here. They promised a whole bunch of stuff, and they left us out, man, here to die. Okay? And then y'all want to say that we anti-Semitic, but look at that, man. Look what happened to us. How are we anti-Semitic for trying to defend our heritage? We're not anti-Semitic, man. We are fighting for the truth because that's all we have left. Y'all have everything else, okay? And the truth has already been laid out before you, man. It says your gold is. Let's go pull it up. James 5:3, man. See? It said last days, which is Esau, Edom ruling the world, man. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. So we're gonna look at this, James 5:3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. See, it's a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as if with fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. That's the only reason why they got it. They heaped it up for the Lord to come take it from us. Period. Accept it or not. This one's gonna get you right. You women, look at it, running.
See that? They got the woman running alongside, leading a little bit behind, man. A little bit behind. And that for that supposedly so-called equal.
And that's supposedly so-called equal men and women liberation, man. No, they did that so y'all will pay taxes like men, and you no longer be taking care of your children, and they can indoctrinate them in the way that they want to indoctrinate them. You be at work and you drop them off at the daycare, drop them off at school. You too busy trying to work for the bag. That's all in vain, anyways. And your kids over here is not being nurtured now. And y'all are the nurturers. We can't nurture. We're the men. We're supposed to be preparing for battle and protecting our families, man. And this is how we protect our families, is with the truth. Because we can't protect them with the sword. Because Esau Edom was blessed with the sword. We were blessed with the spirit, man, to fight in the spirit world. And this has already been laid out in the spirit world. So that's why we already know what's going to happen. We're trying to warn everybody else what's about to happen before it happens. That's all,
man. Women's liberation, man. You see that? See, I got Jake on the dead end, man. You see?
See?
You see that?
And this is how we level out the playing field, by stop playing their game. We don't play their game. Okay? Because we don't battle against flesh and blood. We don't play their game. You don't go get weapons and fight them with the weapons. That's what the Muslims are doing. They're being violent. And they're using that against all of us. They're trying to put us all in the category of uh, violent teachers. But we're not all violent, man. I have no record of hurting anybody. And let's go look at this. Hold on real quick. Let me go pull this up. Okay. We're not being anti-Semitic by pulling out the facts. Look, man. Look, man. Offenses, arrest, age, and race. Okay? So you're saying that we're anti-Semitic and violent, but go look up in 2022. You go look up 2022, all the offenses. Okay? And look what it says. Oh, wait, that's not right. Let me just do this because it's not going to let you see it that way. Slovakia. But you can see it right there. Okay? It says all races, 7,632,470. Murder and non-diligent manslaughters. Let me see, man. That's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff y'all got us beat on, bro. A lot of stuff y'all around the same, but some of y'all got us beat. Okay, so we got all offenses. We got white 5,335,610 people that were so-called white people that got arrested, man. Okay, and then us. Look, we only got 1 million, man. And then American Indians only 185,000, and the Asian 119. So who's done most of the carnage this year, man? Out of all the races, how are we anti-Semitic, man? Y'all are doing most of the violence, murder and intelligent manslaughter, 12,440. Y'all got 5,600. We got 36 on that one. We beat you on that one, but you got to remember we don't have our own customs, so we have inequity, which means that all the rapping and the violence and all that stuff don't really come from us. That's us taking in y'all inequities, and we got those from the people who Hollywood, which is the Jewish people who got all that money, man, who aren't the real Jews. They're not, okay? Because it says the meek shall inherit the earth. They got the money, so that's not being anti-Semitic by proving a point off of generational wealth. Because these scriptures show that generational wealth is a curse. That's why I said that you heap treasure for the last days, that eat your flesh is fire. Now, if you don't believe in this Bible, then what's the point of you even getting angry about it? But if you believe in the scripture, we're going to deal with it. And you see, y'all wrong, man. And look, hold up. Robbery, okay? White, 32 grand. Black, 33. We beat y'all there too. American Indian, 90. Yep. So now we're going to go to aggravated assault. 236,000. Okay? 127,000. Burglary, 103,000 for y'all. 41 for us. Larceny, theft, 629,000. 425,000. And that's the 2/3. This ain't Great Millstone. We're not doing none of this. You see what I'm saying? We just getting caught with, without driver's license and stuff like that. Like, we're not doing nothing like that, man. Look, motor vehicle theft, 58,000, 21,000. Arson, 7,100, 2,100. Simple assault, 591,000 for y'all, 277,000 for us. Forgery and counterfeiting, 22 bands. That's 22,000 for y'all, 9,000 for us. Fraud, 52,000, 23,000. Because why? We taking any equities of y'all. These are y'all ways. They're showing it right there. Embezzlement, 5,000, 3,000. Stolen property, 54,000, 30,000. Vandalism. You remember we got the vandalism from East Germany. That's what y'all do, man. 118,000. 48. Y'all double us on that. Weapons carrying 86,000, 76,000. But who got the sword? Esau, Edom. So how we got the sword? Through y'all. Okay? Prostitution and commercialized vice. 8,000, 6,000. Sex offenses, except sex and prostitute, except rape and prostitution. They said non-applicable. Drug use violations. 1,555,834,000. That's one of mine. Drug abuse violations. I got caught with a G of weed, and they charged me $300, man. In Norman, Oklahoma, where weed is legal. Okay. Well, if you got a medical card or whatever, man. Y'all accusing me, and y'all the ones who got the dispensaries all over the place when y'all said that it wasn't something good for us, man. But at the same time, you got cigarettes in the stores, man. So whatever, man. Gambling. Y'all gambled just a little bit more than us this year. Offenses against family and children, 59,000, 40,000. Driving under the influence, man. 788,000, 628,000. Liquor laws, 104, 81. Drunkenness, 194, 240. Y'all got us beat out on everything messed up. Disorderly conduct, that's y'all. Vagrancy, that's y'all. All other offenses except traffic, doubled. Curfew and loitering, just a little bit more. Violent crime index, NA. Property crime index, 871,593,000. Violent crimes, 461,274. So, no, it's not. That's wrong. That's 274, 267, 593, 247, 1,000,000. Y'all double us by all the offenses. Triple. You almost tripled us, man. And almost all offenses, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Liquor laws. Y'all drinking way more than us. We only got 14,000. Driving under influence. Y'all, man, y'all done almost beat us, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Look at that. Offenses against the family and children. Y'all the one beating on y'all wives and y'all kids. How are we anti-Semitic? Y'all have the facts right here. We're just pulling them up and filtering in the scriptures, man. Okay, this is the justice of juvenile justice and delinquency provision. Okay, this is the United States law enforcement juvenile crime section, man. I said 2020. That's for 2020. Thought that was for 2022. Let's see. We said all ages, so that's everybody. So, well, I'm just saying, man. I try to look for the one that was 2022, but you know, it just shows you that that's just off, man. We are not the violent race. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going in here and doing. We're going and looking at y'all facts, and we'll go right there. Let's see what this say. Deaths due to firearms. And the most of this is probably gonna be. Let me see. United States. They trying to say we got a lot more than y'all. This is firearms population, but still, man, this is all because the gangs that they have promoted out, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you go really look, I seen another brother. He was talking about how 61% of the violence in America, like 60 to 70%, man, is not us, man. But you know what I mean? If y'all can find something to show otherwise, you know what I'm saying? If y'all can find something else, see. Arrest records, statistics. I'm just curious, you know what I'm saying? 25 crime. Here, 2.3 million people in prison. It's a 500% increase over the last 4 decades. People of color make up only 30% of the total U.S. population, but 67% of the U.S. prison population. Remember that? Discrimination. See, that's what that is. That we're still being discriminated, man, but we are being targeted, and they build off our inequities, man. That's why there's all the guns everywhere, man, and they make it real easy to forget stuff. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, this is what they're doing to most of our people, man. But they have searched out our inequities, man, through the gangs and the music, man, and they got us going off real bad. But okay, one in 3 U.S. adults hold a criminal record. According to the latest criminal records, over 77 million Americans hold a criminal record, which makes up roughly 1 out of every 3 U.S. adults. Around 10% of them have been in prison at least once in their lifetime. Only half of the FBI's criminal records are updated. Nearly half of the black males have been arrested at least once by age 23. See? This is called discrimination, man. This is not anti-Semitism. This is us looking at what y'all got put up because y'all are supposed to serve us with statistics because y'all have all the power. So I'm not worried about it. As you get the point, man. But 2020, y'all beat us. I don't know. But whatever, man. Like I was just trying to make a point that we're not violent like that, man. The ones that are, they've taken in the customs of the vandals, these Germans, man. So let's just keep going. This is how we level out the playing field, man. We fight for the truth.
And that's just what it is. Facts. Here's another one. Economic hit that managed to create the world's first truly global empire. It's basically a secret empire. We do it in many ways, but principally, we identify a country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, range a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. The money never actually goes to the country, it goes to our own corporations that build big infrastructure projects in that country that help a few very wealthy people that don't benefit the majority of the people who are too poor to buy electricity or have cars to drive on the highways, and yet they're left holding a huge debt that they can't repay. So we go back at some point and say, you can't pay your debts. Give us a pound of flesh, sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies. Vote with us on the next critical UN vote. Allow us to build a military base in your backyard. Something along these lines. And when we fail, the jackals go in and either overthrow or assassinate these leaders. And if the jackals fail, as they did in Iraq, then they send in the military. I don't think the failure is capitalism. I think it's a specific kind of capitalism we have developed. We've created what I consider a viral form of capitalism. And this new form of capitalism, which I think is really a predatory form of capitalism, has created an extremely unstable, unsustainable, unjust, and very, very dangerous world. I've met a lot of terrorists I've interviewed for books. I've never met one who wanted to be a terrorist. They're desperate people. If we want to get rid of terrorism, we must get rid of the root causes, that cancer that is destroying our whole system. Because I think it's really important that we understand today we cannot have homeland security unless we understand that the whole planet is our homeland.
See? That was the Edomite telling y'all that, man. He said we got to get rid of the root source. Who's that? He saw Edom, man. He said he got to get rid of himself, man. That's their tongue falling upon themselves, man. There you go.
You see that?
Okay.
That's the wicked, man. They sit around the table
and they make counsel.
Take counsel together, man.
Okay.
Micah 2:2.
So we're gonna call it Micah. But we're gonna start at Micah 2:1-4, man. It says, "Woe to oppressors." That is the title of the section of this book of Micah in this chapter, this passage. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, sword. Okay, and they covet fields, and they take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." That's what they did to us. Okay. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawah. Therefore, the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawah is Yahawashi. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. In that day, one shall take up a parable against you. That's what we're doing. We're taking this parable up against you. See? And lament with a doubtful limitation and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed them from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. See, he turned away just a little bit, and y'all divided us up and was like, man, we're going to hide him, and hopefully the Lord don't come back around and come get us. That's not how that works, man. Then we're going to do Habakkuk 2:4. It says, behold, this soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. And this is Yahawah answers to the prophet. This is him answering to basically Great Millstone and everybody who believe in Yahawah and Yahawashi. Behold, and really just to the prophets, the men that he appointed. That's like it, yeah, to the elect. Behold, his soul, and it's also talking to women too, but the women are taking the instruction from the elect, man. They're taking the instruction from Great Millstone. They're not taking it from nobody else, and they're learning in the privacy of their homes, and they are showing other women in their homes, man, showing young ladies how to conduct themselves. That's it. There's a scripture about it. Let me see. So y'all can see. Lord willing, you get a lot of y'all women chilling out of here, man, because it says y'all not gonna understand. So, Lord willing, man, just get y'all out of here, man. Let me see. Okay. See. We're gonna go back. We'll go back to 1. Says, but let me do this. Some of this is some of the stuff that I'm working on currently. So this is some good scriptures for you. When they talk about under this, they talk about I say exhort your servants to be obedient to their own masters and to please them well things, not answering again. That's talking about worshiping Yahawashi, man, because he's our master. It said not to worship man. So where y'all get that all twisted. So see. So let me go here. Okay. Yeah, it's too big. I'm just gonna read it over here. word says, but speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. See, speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. See, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, and patience. Okay, that's what I'm learning right now: patience and in charity. But it's hard to do that whenever you've been deceived by everybody and lied to everybody. It's hard to just come out and just be like calm about it. You know what I mean? I'm human. Okay. So the aged woman likewise, that may be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teaches of good things, that they may teach the one woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, see, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahawah be not blasphemed. Young men likewise exhort to be sober minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorrupted, gravity, sincerity. And what it means by uncorruptness is not like we're just perfect. It's saying uncorruptness in your doctrine, your teachings, sound speech. See, sound speech, sound doctrine, same thing. That cannot be condemned. Why is it not condemned? Because it's the truth. That he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. See, he said y'all gonna be ashamed. You can't talk about us evilly. Why? Because the truth is, what y'all did to us was not cool, man. Okay. Okay. So, so, and it says the great of God that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. That's what we're trying to do to the best of our abilities. But he knows we're not going to be able to do that because we're in captivity. So we're doing it in the best of our abilities, man. Looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of our great God Yahawah and our Savior, Yahawashi, Amakiach, man. So I'm gonna go back to the video. I know I'll be doing long lessons, man, but I'm feeling like I'm filling in the dots, man. That's all I'm doing. So I'm gonna go back here after we got that, and that's how women are supposed to conduct ourselves. That's how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. We're not perfect, but we're trying, man. Trying to get, we're trying to rehearse the righteous action of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. The best of our abilities. All of us have inequities. I've admitted mine. So, this is the part of being cleansed, man. You guys to admit your own sins. And these men did not ever admit what they did. It's right here. You've never got on live TV and said, man, we sorry for what we did back then, man. We want to come together as a people and let's do this right. But they're not going to do that. So uh, it says, behold, this Habakkuk 2, verse 4 down. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. See, that's all we got. Everything else is not ours. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who regardeth his desire as hell. You know what I'm talking about, hell? And as death. And you remember it said that he gave him hell and death and said it cannot be satisfied. And when we looked up hell, you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. His desire is hell and death and cannot be satisfied. That's why they robbed all and raped all the pillars of lands, and they still trying to take more. They'll never be satisfied, bro. But gatherers unto him all the nations. And right now I'm talking about Amalek, man. I'm not talking about the small Job 924s. Y'all are just, they look at y'all just like us. They don't think y'all nothing, man, because y'all are not helping them take counsel against us. You see what I'm saying? They look at y'all like us. You see what I'm saying? That's why when you have so-called white women get with a so-called black man at that time, they were shunned upon and looked down upon. And still to this day, they look down upon. Like there was this place called the Mont, and there was a so-called black woman. She was Israelite, and so-called white man was Edomite. And a big brawl came out of something over the racism with it. And that's just to show that this is not something that's gonna go away. It's never gonna go away, man. It's always gonna be something that's more secret and secret. But they're gonna show their true face, man, in the end, man. That they are not for us, man. They want us here to work for them. Okay. So death can be satisfied by gathering unto him all nations. See? And didn't it say all the nations was worshiping the beast? See? And heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all of these take up a parable against him? That's what they just did. 72 countries are taking up a parable against you. Okay? And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases what is not his. How long? To him that ladeth himself with thick clay. What's thick clay? Debt, man. In the Barak of Babylon the Great, 33 trillion some dollars in debt, whatever, $1 billion in debt, whatever. We in debt. Let's go look it up. Let's go look it up real quick. How much? Shoot, I'm in debt too. But this is how they do it. Look at that, man. As October 2022, it costs $48 billion to maintain the debt, which is 12% of the total federal spending. Okay. The national debts has increased every year for over the last 10 years, man. That's why I said, how long is it going to be, man? They just keep putting us in debt, man. That's what it's saying. Saying, how long y'all going to do this, man? I'm going to put this on the comment board and post it so it can just be seen. You know, I'm a nerd, man. That's what I do. I like to go back in, drop some extra jewels. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Parent review. Come on, man. Get that out of there. I don't need to print nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't say nothing evil to us, man, because y'all are the evil. Okay, so as of October 2022, it costs $48 billion to maintain the debt, man. $48 billion. Yeah, use $48 billion to maintain that debt, man, which is 12% of the total federal spending. And national debt has increased every year over the past 10 years, man. It has not got better. Okay, so that's what it means by woe to him that ladeth. It says, and to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, man. That's what we're all doing over here. We all in debt, man. We owe money to these devils, man. Shall they not rise up suddenly? That shall bite thee, and awake shall vex thee, which means curse, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for all the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveth, woe to him that coveth an evil covetousness, and that was that covenant that they made to go against us, to his house, that he may set his nest on high, space stations, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. See, he doing evil to try to deliver the evil from coming to him. God has consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and has sinned against thy soul, man. And how'd you do that? Micah chapter 4, verse 1, you sold your birthright, man. And I was listening to GMS Net Radio 08 earlier, and there was a woman that asked him and said, isn't Jacob in that thievery that he stole his birthright? No, he said he despises his birthright. And this was already written since the dawn of time to happen. This was already set up in the spirit world. This is why Jacob was named Israel, because he already won. Okay? For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city with iniquity. That's that video we just seen, man. These guys. Those. That's who he's talking to, man. Amalek. There's no niggas in there, man. Habakkuk 2:17. Our answer to the prophet. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of the beast, which are made then afraid because of men's blood, for the violence of the land of the city and all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image and the teacher of lies. Okay, that's the ones who got that Jesus Christ on the cross, and they in there singing about it, man. That's what he's talking about. That the maker of the work trusteth therein to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, which is the cross, because that's what y'all doing. Y'all go around wearing these Jesus pieces. Says, awake to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath in the midst of it, man. None. But the Lord Yahawashi is in the holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him. So that's what I'm saying. Why would he make the cross his image of victory if he already had victory since the dawn of time, man? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. And this is why I've came to this truth, because it makes sense, man. So see, they take what they want and then they say this. Okay. After they take what they want and they put their little crosses up and their little Jesus fish, this is what they say. Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Who's that? Okay, we'll let you do. If you don't know, don't worry, we'll wait. So they do, mom. Rape, rob, and pillage, and then put their name on it, man. After destroying the whole country, man. So Numbers 35:33. Okay, cities of refuge. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for the blood it defileth the land. It's talking about American Babylon the Great. And the land cannot be cleansed. And it's talking about Chinese, it's talking about everybody, because the blood is all over the place. And the land cannot be cleansed of that blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that sheddeth it. Defile not therefore, and see that, like, I ain't killing nobody, so this ain't talking about me. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For the Lord Yahawashi dwell among the children of Israel, man. He's in us. Churches of darkness, Isaiah 45:3. Genesis 9:6. Covenant of the rainbow. Okay. See, the rainbow was a symbol of the Lord, man, his promise. And y'all turned it into the LGBTQ community, man. You know, that's blasphemy to the name of the Lord. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to think that's anti-Semitic, man? No, we're defending the gospel. So whoso sheddeth a man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. It's over here too. Okay, for in the image of Yahawah made he man. Galatians 6:7. Bear one another's burdens. Be not deceived. Yahawah is not mocked. For whosoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth in his own flesh shall reap corruption, and he that soweth in the spirit shall reap life everlasting. Remember, a chronicle of events, Micah 5:1-2. So us who are sowing in the spirit, this is what sowing in the spirit is. Okay, I'm reaping life from doing this. This is the only thing that's giving me life and giving me back peace. So that's what I'm doing. Galatians 3:25, intent of the law. But he that doeth wrong shall receive wrong for the wrong that he have done, even I have. And there is no respect of persons. So what makes y'all think y'all can't pay for what y'all did? We paid for what we did. You're gonna have to take that L like we did. Like, get over it. James 2:13, the sin of partiality, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have shown no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Y'all have showed us no mercy, man. None, man. And if you did, it was because the Lord put the spirit on you, man. It wasn't in your own doing. Sorry. What up, girl? You need some? Oh, okay. I didn't want to bother you. Am I too loud or nothing? I'm good? Y'all good? Yeah. Y'all finna eat? Yeah, well, we're going to the store real quick. Oh, okay. You need like some... Okay. All right. I'll see y'all a little bit. Alright. So we're gonna go past this because this is a understanding Revelations 2:17. I did a lesson on it, but it's a lesson from not GMS and Jubilant. It's from Remnant Save 144. Yeah, that's a good one, man. It's a good one. I need to make sure that I'm not going too far. Okay. Yeah, right here. So now we're going to go to James 5:1-2, testing your faith. Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. See, your riches are corrupted, your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is canker, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and it shall eat your flesh as it will fire. You have reaped treasures for the last days. I said that earlier. So everything you have done here, the leads and black, will be a judgment against you, man. So Isaiah 14:21 and Job 9:24, you young Job 9:24s, y'all should be getting at them, man. Y'all shouldn't be coming at us talking about we anti-Semitic. Y'all should be attacking them. Because now y'all gonna have to pay through World War III, man, because they took these fields through violence, man. Isaiah 14:21, Israel's taunt. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face with cities. Who filled the face with cities, man? The Job 9:24s, man. And that's why I said Moab and none of them, the Amorites and the Moabites, can't enter in the congregation of the Lord even into the 10th generation, man. Because of this, man. Because they were going to do this. So Micah 1:4 talks about Edom returning, Edom returning and building the cities throughout the earth. And when you seen that video, you see how he made a deal with the poor man, and then he just set the military base in their backyard. That's what they did to everybody's place. They put a base in every nation, man. That's why when they was trying to do it over there in Ukraine, Russia said, "Nah, man, Nah, man, we seen what y'all doing. Nah, y'all been doing that, coveting fields and lying, man. Nah, no." That's why they did that. And everybody else is seeing them stand up to the beast. So now they standing up too. The Lord Rawchaa said he would throw them down, man. Proverbs 15:22. Contrast the upright and the wicked. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed. See, so every time something happened, World War II, World War I, there was a bunch of men who sat down and said, we're going to go to war. We're going to do this. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do this. How are we going to do it? We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this. Ever since Alexander Babylon the Great, all the Roman empires, everything, this is how they do. They take counsel, then they go to war. Just like us. We taking counsel right now. It's a council of men, and we taking the counsel on the elect. Not the elect, we're taking counsel on the elite. So like we're taking counsel on the elite, and then going to war, man. But we're not going to war in the physical. We going to war in the spiritual realm, which is this is what we're doing right now. We're defending this truth. And after the truth is seen around the earth, whether you accept it or not, Yahawashi is coming back, man. And that time is close. And a lot of the 2/3 is getting this false doctrine. So you might want to get in tapped into this real quick, man. Because after that last elect gets sealed, man, because the elect gonna find GMS. Because all everybody else, man, y'all is not teaching sound doctrine, man, and they're not gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? Or eventually they're gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? So it says purpose is then appointed, but in the multitude of the counselors they are established. Okay. So without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counsels, they are established. See, a multitude of counsels. See, Proverbs 20:18 on life and conduct. Okay, every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. That's what they do, man. So we're gonna go to Job 21:13-4. It says Job says God will deal with the wicked, which is Yahawah. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto Yahawah, depart from us, For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. They don't want to know the Lord. Okay? This is their world, man. If you know the Lord, man, you understand the Lord. He gave them this to do this. So he can come save us, man. He can't come save us unless there's a real wicked. Like he said, you can't be lukewarm, which means what? You got to be one of them. You got to be for them, but you got to be for us, man. You're not going to be for us if you're not us, because everybody's against us. All 17 nations do not want us to come back together, man. Ezekiel 28:1. Tears king overthrown. Okay? The word of the Lord Yahawashi came unto me, saying, Son of man, say to the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, Bahasham, Yahawashi, because thine heart, which is your mind, you know what I'm saying? Your heart just pump blood. Your mind is the heart. Okay, it's lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, and I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, which is the people. See, this is what Esau Edom saying to himself right now. That's why he said earlier that he said that his kingdom will reign forever. Yet thou art man, and not Yahawah. See, though thou set thine heart as the heart of Yahawah. See, mind. They're trying to play God, man. They trying to play like they Yahawah. They trying to think that they are the ones who are blessing themselves with daily benefits, and they're not even blessing themselves with daily benefits. They robbing the daily benefits. They rob them all the daily benefits. So behold, thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahawah. Behold, thou art wiser. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret they can hide from thee. See, because they rule the earth. You can't hide. They rule the earth. You can't hide no truth. They're watching everything. They're watching me right now. That's probably where most of my views is, which is like 7 views, whatever. But I know like most of them, they're watching me because they're trying to find a way to prove me wrong, or they're just like, dang, how did he know? He don't know nothing. So they like, it don't matter anyways. Nobody ain't gonna believe him. Like he wears the same shoes every day. He only got one pair of shoes. If you know what I'm saying, Kyrie Irving got 3,000 pairs of shoes. They gonna listen to him. So with thy wisdom and thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because thy riches. So see, that's what I'm saying. They hearts lifted up. They don't think they're gonna come down because they got so much wealth. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Yahawashi, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of Yahawah. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations. Okay? The terrible of the nations. Just the 72 nations that just left, man. They're coming. And they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. See? And this is how that's how they gain their riches, man. It's through oils, guns, tech. It's all governed by Esau Edom, man, the small hats, Amalek. So it says, and there's no way that I could just know this truth. That's why I know I'm not leaning on my own understanding. I've never been to Iraq, man. I've never even really been on a vacation. I've been trapped where I've been in America my whole life. I've never had another ID from another state. I've never lived outside of another state. I'm here where I'm at. Okay? So they shall bring thee down to the pit, and then shall die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas, which is people. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee? Okay. And then it says, in the hand of him. It said, in the hand of. It said, yeah. It said, it says that slayeth thee, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of strangers. The uncircumcised means is that you are not in this truth. The only way you can be marked for salvation is if you are circumcised, man. It's a spiritual circumcision, which is to understand that we're in a revived Roman Empire, and this is hell, man, for the so-called Negroes, Puerto Rican, Latinos, West Indians, and Haitians, man. It's not a hell for them. They have everything. For I have spoken it, saith the Lord God, Yahawashi. Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahawashi came to me, saying, Son of man, Take up the lamentation upon the ring. Oh Lord. Okay, hold up. Let me go back. Verse 9. It says, I am God, but thou shalt be a man, and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee. That's what I was supposed to say. Salaki, y'all. I had messed up and had moved my words down there. But I'll start back there. Okay. And my God, but thou shalt be a man, and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hand of the strangers. For I have spoken and saying the Lord God. Yahawashi, Yahawashi, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahawashi came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the ring of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, thou uh soughtest up the sum full of wisdom and in perfect beauty, but thou hast been in Eden in the garden of Yahawah. Where's that? Israel, man. Because remember, we were cast out of Israel. We sinned against the Lord, and he cast us out of the garden of Eden, and that's when the 12 tribes of Israel were lost. No, that's not true. We were cast out of the garden of Eden. And then, we get cast out of the Garden of Eden. They had Cain, Abel, they had all that. But yeah, we were cast out of the Garden of Eden, man. The Garden of Eden is Israel. We was cast out of there. Okay? Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardis, topaz, and the diamond, and the bengal, and the onyx, and the jasper, and the sapphire, and the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, the workmanship of thy tabrets and the pipes was prepared in thee the day thou was created. So after that, all men, you know what I'm saying? After all that, man, y'all gonna pay grievous debts, man. That's what he's saying. Y'all gonna pay with grievous debts. You're not gonna burn in hell forever. You're just gonna have a grievous death, man. And then he's gonna bring back the Mount Esau, the judge, and the rest are gonna go up to the house of David, and they will be rebuked with many rebukes. And then they will turn their swords into plowshares and go back in their lands and get to work. But they'll be happy, man. Don't think y'all not gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be real glad that you get to live this way. It's so much. It's gonna be so much easier, man. I'm telling you, man. What we are doing is going to fix things, man. We need new management on the earth, man. We need a great reset, like they said. We need a great reset. You call so-called Latinos, Puerto Ricans, West Indian, Haitian, man. We need a reset. So, back in James 5:3, man. Let's talk about y'all gonna pay for it. Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahawashi came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, and the chief. Oh, wait. Oh, he said that. No? Let me see. Ezekiel 28:1. I actually went and wrote that in again. That's interesting. Sometimes I do that. Just, that's strange. Yeah, I know what this. Pretty sure I did this already. I already spoke this to y'all. Yeah, that's 38:1. Ezekiel 39:1. So this is another prophecy against God. So it says, and the word of the Lord, Yahawashi, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Manesh, and Tabal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord, God Yahawashi, hold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Manesh and Tabal. I will turn thee back and put the hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, shall be clothed with all sorts of armor, even that great company with buckles and shields, all of them handling swords, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them shield and helmet, governor, and all his bands. Okay? The house of Tamorga and North Quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. But thou, be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay, and that's what it's saying. Russia is going to be a guard for all the other nations. After many, see, this is the Lord telling them what they're finna do to America. He's telling them to do this. After many, but they don't know that the Lord's gonna mess them up after with the so-called 144,000 elect, man. After many days, thou shalt be visited in the latter years, which is the end years. Thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword. Okay. Okay, come back, Slovakia. Okay, okay, some nations. No, I'm up here. Sorry. Uh, Thou shalt come and be assembled unto thee, and thou shalt be a guard unto them. After many days, thou shalt be visited with the latter years, and thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. See, that's what it says, always waste, because we're not there, man. The people over there right now, they're jacking up our land, man. They're fighting over there. They're killing each other. That's not how we get down, man. But the reason why we're down like that is because we took in customs of the people with the sword, which is Amalek. But it is brought forth out of the nations that they shall dwell safely. They shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud and cover the land, and all thy bands, many people with thee. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 9. I read this one before, but we're going to read it again. For lo, I will raise up and cause to come up out of Babylon an assembly of the great nations from the north country, okay, North America, and they shall set themselves in array against her. Okay, see, that's what they're doing right now. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be a mighty expert man, and they shall not return in vain. Okay, none shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her, America Babylon the Great, shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahawashi, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. What did he say his heritage was? Like speckled birds. I'll destroy the people of the Lord. Okay? Because ye are grown fat as the heifer. Remember, he said he give them the fatness of the earth. Genesis 37:28. And grass and bellow as balls. Your mother, which is who? Great Britain, which is the mother of Babylon the Great, shall be confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert, because the wrath of the Lord Yahawah, it shall not be inhabited, but shall be wholly desolate. See? Okay? Everyone, that's why he said these people are already dead, man, because it's already been written. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. But yourselves, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. See, there's these people who coming at us and saying we're doing the wrong thing. No, we're not. The Lord's telling us to come against Babylon. He's telling us to come against y'all. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. See? Spare no arrows. None. For she has sinned against the Lord. Yahawashi. So anybody who's trying to protect America by Babylon the Great, you are enemy of the Lord. Anybody who's a Babylonian Israelite, you are the enemy of the Lord, man. Okay? Okay? And even if y'all went in here and said his name was so-called Jesus, he still was going to do this. It doesn't change the words. Okay? All we're doing is using the Paleo-Hebrew language because Zephaniah 3:9 to give us a pure language, man. That's the Paleo-Hebrew language, not all the other ones. So, sorry that you don't think so. So shout against her round about. Say, shout. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is vengeance of the Lord Yahawashi. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. But we do it in the spirit. That's why we come a little bit harsh. See? Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of the harvest. That's talking about the farmers, man. That's what they're doing right now. For the fear of oppressing swore shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone into his own land. That's what they just did. They just ran into their own land. Israel is scattered sheep. That's where we still at right now. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Syria have devoured him, and the last, this Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, have broken his bones. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahawashi of hosts, the God Yahawah Bahasham, the God Yahawah of Israel. Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon his land. I have punished the king of Assyria, and I bring Israel again into his habitation, and he shall feed the camel and Bashan. He shall feed on camel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. In those days, in that time, see, and when you look up camel or whatever, it means garden land, okay? A mountain in the Mediterranean coast of northern Israel. Okay, just below Hafia or something. The town in the mountains on the west side of the Dead Sea in the south of Hebron. Root word, plant, plantation. See, garden land, orchard. See, the plantations up there is going to get destroyed wherever that's at. Strongest definition, Bashan. Okay, it means fruitful. A district east of the Jordan, known for its fertility, which was given to the half tribe of Manasseh. Okay, the 14th kingdom of Judah. Okay. See, we don't have none of that stuff right now. And the 14th kingdom says 2 Kings 21, verse 1. That's where we're talking about the 14th kingdom of Judah. He was 12 and reassigned for 55 years, man. 2 Chronicles 33:1. So this is verse 20 continue after we looked up some of those names of those places. Saith the Lord Yahawashi, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for. That's what they're doing right now. And there shall be none. See, because we're gonna all Israel's gonna be ready to go home, man. We're not gonna even care what you're saying no more because we're gonna be completely baptized in the word of Yahawashi Yahawashi. Ain't nothing you can do to convert us back to what y'all talking about. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. Okay, for I will pardon them, whom I reserve. See the elect. You already reserved them. Elect chosen since the dawn of time. Back to Daniel 17. Can't escape this truth, man. Isaiah 13:5. Judgment of the day of the Lord. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the end, even the Lord Yahawashi, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Where's that coming from? From the intercontinental ballistic missiles from the east, from all the other terrible nations. North America is the lake of fire, man. Okay? That's why I said they'll throw the false prophet and the accuser and the devil in the lake of fire. That's here. Okay? And that we just showed that there's all the witnesses against them. Isaiah 13:4, the judgment of the day of the Lord. The noise of the multitude in the mountains as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the king of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mastereth the host of the battle. To do what? To come against Babylon the Great. What's coming from a far country? The ICBMs from strong archers. Second Esdras chapter 16, verse 16. Let's read it. For as strong as his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows he shoot are sharp, and they shall not miss. And when they begin to shoot into the ends of the world, ends of the world is North America. Man. Isaiah 13:6-16. Judgment on the day of the Lord. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahawashi is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty Yahawah. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt with the nukes, man. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them, just like it did when y'all bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. They were terrified. This is about to happen to y'all. And they shall be in pain as the woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames on fire. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahawashi cometh, cruel upon the wrath, and the fierce anger to lay the land desolate. And they shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. Okay, that's talking about the Hebrew Israelites. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cease her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked of their iniquity, and I will cause and that's talking about 2/3, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, for they will loathe the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, the elect, even a man than the gold wedge of the Ophir. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahawashi hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chastised one, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be clashed. Says, shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, their wives ravished. Why is that happening? Because that's what y'all did to us, man. Whenever y'all took over Israel, that's what y'all did, man. And you're not gonna get away with it, bro. Sorry. Isaiah 13:17-22 prophecies about Babylon. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as far as gold, they shall not delight in it. So see how the dollar falling? They're gonna try to use digital currency and gold and silver. It's not gonna work, man. Their bows shall dash the young men into pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. See, they don't care. They don't care that you got the money no more. They're just coming after you because they're mad, man. It's going to be from the Lord. Their eyes shall not spare children. Okay, and Babylon, the glory, okay, of kingdoms, which is the U.S., the beauty of the Chaldeans, excellency, shall be as when Yahawah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. How did he overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah? Fire, man. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation, neither shall it be an Arabian pitched tent there, and satyrs shall dance there. Okay, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their palaces. And Arabians is a Saudi Arabia, man. They already gone, man. And there is time and here time is here to come, and their days shall not be prolonged. Revelation 17:15-16. Page 6 talks about the victory of the Lamb. Read that. So now we're gonna go to Isaiah 14:5. Let's read it. The Lord Yahawashi have broken the staff of the wicked, separating the nations, and the scepter of the rulers. Okay? He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he hath ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. Read Micah 2:2 and Habakkuk 2:5. Okay? They never stop killing, man. Okay? They never stop killing, man. Never. That's in Revelation 17. You know what I'm saying? He put it in their hearts to give unto the beast until the words were fulfilled by Bahasham Yahawashi. When you go back to Isaiah 14:6, you know what I'm saying? It shows you this is the will of the Lord Yahawashi. Okay? Revelation 17:17 shows us his will. You know what I'm saying? This is the judgment of America, Babylon the Great. Why? Because ye have done the same thing all over the world. Okay? You got to rule in wickedness. So now you got to pay the price for it, man. This is the judgment of the Lord. This is not anti-Semitism. This is truth. Okay? Applies to 2/3 and everyone else who will not receive this salvation of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double elders or double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well, teach well. This is sincere salutation for all the acumen, pushing the truth and believing this truth across the four corners of the earth. May Yahawah stay blessed up in your houses. This is Prepare for Salvation, doing what I'm supposed to do, preparing for salvation, man. So, Shalom. Another edifying lesson from our elders and mighty soldiers, a great millstone, man. Y'all stay prayed up and keep pushing the truth, man. I'm going to do my best to try to push it over here for you, too. So, Shalom.